For anyone doing a vocal variety and body language speak, that was a really good role model for how to go about that. Because she planned it, she thought about it, she was intentional about it, and it wasn't random use of body language. It communicated. Everybody wants to say these other things. Like, it emphasized things, it acted out elements of the bird, it added an incredible amount of value. I thought that was really good. And that was on top of a speech that was really interesting. It engaged me. It taught me something I didn't know about a creature I've seen hundreds of times in the local park, which I thought was really cool, which is another great element. But what I want to also point out is, what you did, Carolyn, is you adapted what you needed to do to the space. This is a weird space to give a speech. And the microphone would have been a disaster. So the first good choice was, don't use the microphone, I gotta talk it out. And then I think you made your motions even bigger, because this is a big distracting space, and you really effectively adapted your motions so that your expressions were big. Even when you're interacting with the audience, you're emphasizing facial expressions and movements. It was all really clear. So there's not a lot that I could remotely begin to criticize, but there's two things that I might suggest. One thing you could do here is a little bit more engage the audience. So as the bird is moving, Quan's the worm, you know, and like something where you create a little more interaction, because this is such an intimate, close space. I think that could be. And it's also, you had a cool ending with the talk and then the strike. Earlier in the speech, you didn't totally set up the strike. You know, that kind of went by, and I was like, oh, it wasn't. But the slow was really, but could do even more than into that. And then it sets it up for later. But there was really, really an effective speech. I wrote down so many things I wanted to cite, from moving like a bird, to the way you interacted with the audience, to everybody needs to save them. And when even somebody spoke out about peacocks, it wasn't just like a quick comment back. It was, Taiwan has peacocks? Like, even that was using vocal variety and body language. So again, amazing example, incredibly well done, great role model for anybody doing that speech in the future. Back to TME. All right.